Probably.
Yeah,
You're
ulisema
right.
2-2.
Probably.
I knew they were not going to get a result.
Who?
But you predicted Rashford to have a masterclass.
I
and
did.
To score.
I told you Rashford loves Chelsea.
Yeah.
But I said he'll score.
Yeah.
But 2 assists can be a goal.
Yeah, that's 1 goal.
Yeah.
Plus he was almost scoring.
Yeah.
Venye game ilianza the first 10 minutes, I was saying, Maresca ni tactical genius. Venye ameweka Enzo, midfield ya Enzo, Caicedo na James. Nikasema hapa anaenda kucook. Juu, Vila wajui venye James atacheza. Wanadhani atakuwa midfielder, ama atakuwa wingback, ama anacheza na back 5, ama back 4. So, for the first 10-15 minutes, Chelsea were on top. Hadi when they scored, walikuwa nalemea Villa. Then I think that's where you need to have a player like Rodgers.
Yeah.
Venye unatumia Rodgers ni ana make team, movement yake na make team yenu inakuwa disorganized.
What did you say? What did you see? You said they said something last week that you saw.
Yeah, about Rodgers.
Yeah.
Rodgers anatumiwa ka chess piece. Umesikia hiyo?
Yeah.
Sivyo ndio ulisema? Yeah, so is that player mwenye anatumiwa ku disorganize your team. The element. So him and Asensio were really causing problems to Chelsea. Walianza ku get into the team. Then Chelsea didn't adapt to how Villa are playing. So, plus they missed Jackson.
Kabisa. Nick Jacks.
Juu Nkunku wako tu vibes.
Yeah.
Yani, mtu mwenye alicheza game fiti ni Enzo. Enzo tried to force the issue and get something.
Yeah.
But he didn't have the help. Then Chelsea fans have been crying for Palmer to play right wing. Ndio yalekwa. He looked off. Hadi he missed that 1v1. Yenye ameshtua kipa akakaa chini alafu akashoot kwa Mings akatoka kwa line. Kwa Mings ama nani? A Bell something. But Chelsea, I think they have regressed from how they started from how they started this league. Wameenda chini. You can argue that they lack
You saw they lack?
Jackson.
You saw the board came out to back the manager.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
What I'm fire.
Well, they should have done that for Ten Hag, eh?
They are as in unajua ile mimi ya Nigerian youths give a thief energy drink before they could beat him. That's what the Chelsea board are doing. Last season they came out and backed Poch. Aka-improve, wakamfuta kazi. Sahi, I saw an article last week saying Chelsea was promoted top 5 ama Champions League rather. Manager atakuwa on the red line.
Now, do you think it's possible, like, for them to actually make
Very
top
possible.
5?
Very possible. To not make top 5.
Ati to not make. Wako na magapi sahi?
Number 5. But tied on points na Newcastle, I think.
There's something I wanted to show you. I'm trying to look for it.
Wako number 7. Holy Ghost. 5 from above. Wako number 7.
Are Bournemouth finishing above Chelsea?
They look good. They should.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I found something here. That so we have a FB Ref on a subscription come up box to box, and you can compare stats of certain players all over Europe. So there are 2 players in particular. I actually was watching 442. I need to give shout out to where I got this 442, and he was talking about how the 2 players that they've lost that have really made them they've really lost so much, and that is Lavia and Fofana.
Yeah, true.
Lavia
Lavia
is in the 84th percentile of assists. 97th percentile amongst midfielders in the top 5 leagues. Okay. Now that's central midfield, like CDMs. 97th percentile
passing
of pass completion. Okay. 97th percentile means he's top 3 basically.
The progressive carries to the final third and whatnot.
Pass completion 91.6%. Yeah. He is 90th percentile successful take-ons, 1.18. He is 84th percentile tackles at 2.88. He is 96th percentile in interceptions, 1.86. And 70th percentile, 1.18 aerial duels.
God damn it, man. I'm not used.
And that is someone you've lost in midfield, yeah? So imagine losing that in midfield, combined with Fofana, who, amongst centre-backs in the top 5 leagues, is 89th percentile progressive carries, 1.24, 97th percentile successful take-ons. Kiingereza ngumu. 68th percentile progressive passes. 75th percentile expected assist goals, 0.04. Amongst and 74th percentile pass completion. So you can see they've lost two of the best passers in Europe,
Crucial
in their position. Yeah. They've lost 2 of successful take-ons in Europe in their position. They've lost 2 of progressive carriers in their position in Europe. And both of them have high expected assists from their position.
Yeah, from that.
So this is something you've lost in just losing these 2 players. And that's huge.
And
like when you think about
Jackson.
it, that's huge. And they've lost Jackson.
Yeah.
Who haven't even checked. Let me show you Jackson's. Because now Jackson was missing.
Kwanza kwa link up play.
And that shows you like these 3 players in particular. No, those 2, because they've lost those 2 more for a longer period. That downfall may coincide na them losing those 2 players. And then for Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas aina H by the way. Nicholas Jackson, 75th percentile non-penalty goals. 89th percentile non-penalty XG. 83rd in assists. 85th in expected assists. 89th percentile in expected goals and expected assists. 87 in shot creating actions. 88th in progressive carries. 88th percentile, which means he's the top 12% of carriers
in Europe. And he's a striker.
Amongst strikers. Yeah. This is amongst strikers. Successful take-ons, 1.4, 88th percentile. Tackles as a striker, 82nd percentile, which also shows you they've not only lost progressive carriers, they've not only lost people who cause a lot of havoc, but also physical players.
Yeah.
3 very physical players. In fact, so physical that they're in the top in their positions in Europe. So those are injuries at the end of the day. We all say it doesn't matter. Everyone gets injuries and you have to find a way to win. But you can't lose your best and still expect to perform at that high level.
Yeah.
So, them losing Nicholas Jackson, Fofana, and Lavia have been quite costly. Quite costly. And Maresca needs to find a way to adjust. Kuna mtu alisema ati, huo mtu ni pandit fulani. But I think he made a point. He made a good point. Maresca's first few months of the season was him just continuing what Nani did, Poch did. But when he started switching to his own style of play, things have just started going down. But he's had to because of the injuries. And that's what a manager does. At the end of the day, he might not win, but he's tried something different.
Kuna hater mmoja alisema ukiangalia results za Chelsea pre and post Mikhailo Mudrik's doping zimekuwa different. So before Mudrik ashikwa na doping, Chelsea were flying. But now that alishikwa na doping wakaogopa, results zimedip.
Ama wengine pia wamesema wameenda wamechange diet.
Unpopular opinion. Anyway, so I think they still have a chance to finish top 4 if we're being honest, as in top 5. Kama Enzo anaweza kuwa focus na manage players wake, manage to stay
top
fit.
Top 5 Arsenal has to win the Champions League or Liverpool.
United is winning Europa League, so plus Chelsea are winning conference. They have to face Anthony. But they might win it.
Oh, against who?
Fiorentina ama Betis, hao ndio the real challengers.
Betis, you see, bro, we are coming for the trophy.
Anyway, Pia United is winning Europa. Yeah, so we go to Etihad.
Hey.
Kwanza kuna meme yake ya ameshika kichwa hivi. Stay humble.
Be humble. Sit
Like,
down.
In as much as we criticize managers, I think players equals to how you play. Pep has been known as the best tactician and the manager who goes for control. The past 3 games, Real, Liverpool, I've seen chaotic.
Yeah.
As in Pep surrendering control to the opponent, ama like anaacha tu game ikue end to end. That's so un-Pep-like. So I think
he doesn't have the facilities.
Yeah, he has been affected.
He doesn't have the facilities. The fact not having a midfield, you can't control a game without a midfield.
You have Nico kind of looked good in the first.
I mean, he's only been there for how long?
Ile ilikuwa dakika ngapi nikisema